I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the front row to Grammys, fresh cut, shiny shoes, and a clean black suit, perfectly fit for a funeral. Cause ain't this where artists' dreams go to die? They say I should celebrate being nominated, but I don't know if I can accept just being tolerated, yet how could I ever say no to this opportunity? I'm not throwing away my shot at stardom. My aim is to see my name on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Maybe that's why I'm already letting them walk all over me. Trimming my truths to fit television time slots, I swap dashikis for designer labels to make the cameras feel more comfortable. I learned early, if you want to be in the room where it happens, you got to happen the way the room wants you to. Talk less, smile more. Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for, just perform. In this industry, the founding fathers forged a fortune of forgery off our formula, then George washed us out the history books, all while declaring independence still had a Madison Avenue they could explore to excel. What they didn't tell is that underground artists still get railroaded. Even though the world is wide enough, the higher-ups get all the big bucks while we're left with all the whammies. Yet we still think simply marketing on the gram and going ham will tunnel us to the Grammys. How far are you willing to go? Will you put on a front while you backstab and hate for it? Are you really starving for attention? If you ain't willing to lose weight for it, wait for it. They really got you thinking you could slam a poem for a gramophone, dueling on these stages, walking 10 paces to attend spaces that were never designed with us in mind. There's nothing kind about what they offer to the populace. The category expectations versus the nominee results tend to be polar opposites. They give us the bare minimum, all while pandering to the unqualified, yet we simply sit here satisfied. Look, I feel like I know we have to try, but the goal shouldn't be gold if they'll just keep us pining for the silver linings they sport. As long as our bodies are brandished bronze, we'll always come up short for their support. But of course, soon as Grammy season comes back around, y'all still gonna get the dancing. But if you ain't a member of they click, 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 then boom, there go your chances. Oh, you like that? Cool. So, I appreciate that. Thank you. So the funny thing about rooms, when I first started my poetic journey, I thought that poetry could be that tool to help me get into the rooms. Like if I get on the right stages, shake hands with the right people, get the right accomplishments, like maybe I could be somebody. And then I got into some of those rooms. I met some of those people, and the biggest shock was the realization of how few of them I actually wanted validation from. Like, just because a space is exclusive does not make it valuable. Just because someone has influence doesn't mean they deserve influence over you. The dream was never to get into the room. The dream was to always remain myself when I walk into those doors. And I thought that poetry was for helping me become somebody, but really poetry is to help me show up for somebody. And honestly, we may never know every somebody that we help, whether it be a moment, a conversation, a poem, like just that one like chat that you have with someone might really change their life. And we're not always gonna know who those people are, but that doesn't change the responsibility. It just means that we gotta keep showing up. So that being said, I got one more poem for y'all, and somebody needs to hear this, so I'm gonna just do it. One, two, don't know what to do. I buried the light of my life the other night. Now everything speaks in shadows. It's a battle finding anything good in mourning, but I gotta keep wishing people a good morning, put on a good performance. I masquerade and act okay, pouring love into myself, knowing there's no way to feel otherwise. I run and hide, trying to be ignored, but the depression is seeping into my muscle tissue. Now I'm crying from every pore. 3, 4, don't take no more. The label warns, do not exceed the recommended dosage. But what do you recommend for pain that doesn't show up on an x-ray? Is it 2 Tylenol every 4 to 6 hours or 2 fistfuls every 4 to 6 breakdowns? The childproof seal is for safety, but the fact that I keep breaking it means my inner child isn't safe with me. Now there's a party in my stomach, and I keep inviting until my eyes begin widening. I don't need enlightening on what the lethal limit is, because I already know if I want a future, I can't go past it, but I will get close to it. As close as my great-grandmother was to me in her casket. 5, 6, gotta get my fix. I can't repair this sort of shatter, so instead I gathered pills, poisons I learned looked safe, compiled a combination of capsules as a counterfeit key to finally unlock me from these shackles. 7, 8, how much more can I take? Don't worry, I only take the pills to stop having the pain, but I only have the pain because I won't stop taking the pills. Another chicken egg scenario, but it's all right. I'm a poet, so it's only right that I fall to pieces. This is the closest I've ever come to embracing Jesus as I wash down my medicine with wine. Y'all don't understand this communion. Every refill of these pills brings me one step closer to a family reunion. I never got a chance to say goodbye, so now every night I try not to feel like I'm warranted the blame. But as a great-grandson, I failed. So why not let my organs do the same? Maybe death will transport me to a timeline where I never left, and I get to have 7 more years of memories in my mind with her. I could have spent more time with her. I should have spent more time with her. I just want more time with her. I need more time with her. I need more time. I need more time. I need more time. 1 more pill should be fine. 9, 10, see the light again. Boom. Once again, my name is Nick Austin. If you do want to follow me, I'm on Instagram, Nick Austin Poetry. I do got a couple books on me, about 5. If you want to holla at me, they're only $20. $20. Yeah. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, DTL. Thank you.